Jewa Lea. Hey, this is Dr. Jewa Lea with. Okay, now we're going to try it again. This is Dr. Jewa Lea with another installment of Whole Heart Living. We are on day 10 and wanted to go over the sixth essential. Now, for those of you who may not know, I'm a doctor of chiropractic, and the chiropractic technique that I started off with is not the one that I have ended with my practice. I started off using manual manipulation as a way of helping people heal themselves. As chiropractors, we believe the body has the innate ability to heal themselves, and that disease is a result of interference in nervous energy. And I graduated from chiropractic college, 20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago this year. And I did a residency in orthopedics, chiropractic orthopedics, for a year and a half, and then I started my own practice when I moved back east to the Washington, D.C., Baltimore metropolitan area. And one of the things that I found when I was doing my practice, I had a practice where I would be really hands-on and would help people. I would stretch them out and put heat and cold on them, as needed, and would manipulate them and do soft tissue work before that, and then also would do rehab exercises to help strengthen the area or around the area of complaint. And one of the things that I found in doing that was that people would get well, but they wouldn't stay well, and that didn't sit well. That didn't sit well with me, because I wanted people to have lasting results. I didn't want to feel like a mechanic with people coming in for maintenance and all that kind of stuff that some chiropractic practices do. So I got a little disgruntled with my practice and was looking to do something else. I was going to start doing more lecturing and more wellness-oriented workshops. And that's when I stumbled upon Mortar Health Systems. And Dr. M.T. Mortar Jr. Was a chiropractor. He had a strong science background. He was a chemist before he became a chiropractor. And then he entered the chiropractic field and became a leader within the chiropractic community and was president of a chiropractic college before he settled on having a practice in Northwest Arkansas. And he was downloaded, is the best term I can come up with the technique known as BEST, bioenergetic synchronization technique. And with that technique, it looked at root cause. And root cause was not a mechanical reason for nervous energy to be blocked that would cause what we call a subluxation in the chiropractic world. A subluxation is a joint out of place. And the whole theory of BEST was based on there's something that's causing what's causing the subluxation. And if you don't address that, then you're going to keep on experiencing subluxation. And that's what the frustration I was having with my practice. I would help people adjust them so they wouldn't have subluxations, strengthen the area so that, again, to minimize the reoccurrence of subluxation, and it would occur anyway. And what I found with practicing BEST was that the subluxation is not a mechanical issue. It has everything to do with what you're thinking. And so your thoughts are things, and we have covered that in these video series about how your emotions and your feelings, which are linked to your thoughts, have a field associated with them and have an impact on how your body performs. So my whole practice changed when I started doing best. And in the process, I started exploring other things, but and the whole reason of me looking at the heart and trying to understand the heart better was a result of me becoming a best practitioner. So in my practice, in a best practice, we look at 6 things, and we call them the 6 essentials. What you eat, what you drink, how you breathe, how you exercise, how you rest, and most importantly, what you think. So you can do the first 5 perfectly. You can eat alkaline, rich, vegan diet, drink pure water, cut back on the alcohol, don't smoke, exercise on a regular basis, get 8 hours of sleep. However, if you do all those first 5 perfectly and your thinking is stinking, it negates all your efforts in the first 5. And so the 6th essential is really tied to what your heart is generating, because we now know that our feelings have an impact on how our heart beats and the nervous signals and all the other kind of signals it sends to the brain and to the body. So our thoughts have an impact on how our bodies operate. And so when we look at the 6th essential, what you think, we have to start being mindful of our thoughts. One of the questions I get about this whole heart thing is, okay, it's good to know that the heart does all these wonderful things, but how can I apply this? And my first thing is that you have to be mindful of what you're thinking and notice how your thoughts make you feel, because they have a huge impact on how your body operates. If we think about how long we can go without food, we could probably go several days, maybe a week or more without food. How long can you go without drinking water or some kind of fluid? You probably go several days without doing that. How can you hold your breath? You could probably go, if you're really good, maybe a minute or so. Some people have a better ability to do that. But I challenge you to go a while without having a thought. I mean, okay, let's just try it right now. For the next 5 seconds, I want you not to have a thought. All right, ready, set, go. All right, now, honestly, how many of you really had no thought in those 5 seconds? More often than not, there's a background noise there saying, okay, I'm not going to think, or there's some sort of commentary that's going on in our heads that is the background noise that can influence our bodies and what we're thinking. So we really have to be cognizant of what we're really thinking at a given moment, not the surface thought, not what's coming out of our mouth, but what is really going on in the background. And so how to counteract that? One of my mentors, Dr. Caroline Fuqua, talks about the ascension attitudes. And again, I'll restate them. I think I said them in an earlier video, but love, praise, and gratitude. Those are called the ascension attitudes. Those doing, putting yourself in a loving state, praising, which is basically acknowledging something that you appreciate, and gratitude, which is a state of thankfulness or gratefulness. Those 3 things can help shift from a negative thought position to a positive thought position. And we'll go more into the power of thought in our next video, but I just wanted to touch base with you on day 10 and talk about that sixth essential and really start thinking about or noticing what you think about in the course of the day, and if that has any correlation with how you're feeling. More often than not, it will. And you can always change your mind, always change your thoughts. This is Dr. Jewa Lea with day 10 of the Whole Heart Living series, and I'll talk to you soon.